How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Carroll Chargers ranked number 3 in the Indiana High School coaches poll, number 5 in the 4A AP poll. They're 6-0 under Marty Beasley, their 11th year coach, with 148 career victories and 90 defeats. For the Homestead Spartans, 4-2 under Coach Chris Johnson. The defending Class 4A state champion lost almost their entire starting lineup and then even lost more from what they could have returned when Ben Skoranek decided that basketball would not be part of his winter activities. And so Homestead only has one player that you see on the lineup that you remember from a year ago. That's Taj Curry, the 6'3 senior. He is surrounded by a lot of newcomers, some from the bench last year, some from the junior varsity. But they're off to a 4-2 start, and Homestead got a victory over Lures 72-60 to open up play in SAC Holiday Tournament action. Interesting that Homestead had back-to-back games against Lures, only 3 days apart, and they beat the Knights 71-59 in the regular season, and then 3 days later beat them 72-60 here. So I guess it pretty much was a similar type of game. Meanwhile, for the Carroll Chargers, they were victorious over Southside 72-57, and now they play Homestead in semifinal action here tonight. Carroll scores 63.8. Defensively, they are stingy, allowing just 41.3 points per game, while Homestead scores 60.5, giving up 57.3. Taking a look at the starting lineups, first for the Homestead Spartans as the number 4 seed in this tournament, they will wear their road blue uniforms. They'll start Jacob Wolfkale, a 6-foot senior, Jack Ferguson, who had a big game against Lures, a 6'2 junior, Taj Curry, a 6'3 senior, with Parker Mangus, a 6'2 junior, and Brandon Brunell will play the post. He is a 6'6 junior. The Carroll Chargers start with Jacob Redding, a 6'1 junior. Avery Fath runs the point. He's a 5'10 senior. Arias Jones, a 6'3 sophomore, and Kyle Mallers, a 6'7 senior, join Kellen Brown, a 6'3 senior, in the Carroll starting lineup. Already we know that there's girls championship action Saturday at 2 o'clock between the Homestead Lady Spartans and the Southside Lady Archers. That game scheduled for 2 o'clock Saturday. Our pregame at 1:50 here on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM. The boys championship will be decided tonight between the winner of this game and the winner of Snyder Northside, a rematch from 5 days ago that Snyder won on Homestead's floor 52-50. This should be a thriller to wrap things up here at Wayne, and a good crowd filling in for a Wednesday night of high school basketball action here at Wayne High School. Well, we had a one-sided girls game, a very close girls game, and now it's time for the boys. And you have to figure with Homestead Carroll on one side and Northside Snyder on the other, we've got a couple of pretty good rivals going at it for the position of getting into that championship Saturday night.
Yeah, a lot of good defense, a lot of high-flying players on every team we've got left in the tournament. I think Homestead, some people might be a little shocked to see here, but they've got those 2 wins in a row, like you alluded, over Lures. And Carroll's very steady. They've got perimeter players, they've got inside guys, they got some size coming off the bench. They got one guy under 6 foot tall, which is really big for a high school team. And I just look forward to seeing this high-paced game here at the Holiday Tournament. Welcome Carroll and Homestead to the SAC Holiday Tournament.
They're introducing the starting lineup. We will take a quick break. You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy from the SAC Holiday Tournament, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When injury knocks
get you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Carroll Chargers win the opening tip uncontested. Kyle Mallers jumped it up with Taj Curry, and when the ball went in the air, Curry just backed off. Mallers tipped it to a teammate. Now the Chargers in the front court going right to left in their home white uniforms. A drive for Jones, feeds down low into the basket. Mallers, who spins and puts it in with the right hand. 2-0 Chargers. We played 30 seconds here in the first of two boys semifinals from the SAC Holiday Tournament. Up top, Jacob Wolfkale runs the point. Popping up to the top of the key is Mangus. Feeds down low to Durnell. His baseline jumper off the mark. Kyle Mallers a rebound for the Chargers, giving to the point guard Avery Fath. Fath on the wing to Jacob Redding. Back on the wing to Fath. Top of the key, Kellum Brown. Brown, the 6'3 senior, to Jones on the left wing. Back up top, Brown. He'll try a three and missed it. Rebound goes to Brandon Durnell. The big post for the Homestead Spartans. Here comes Taj Curry in the front court. Mangus up top to Wolfkale on the wing. It goes to Jack Ferguson in the corner to Durnell. Back up on the wing, Taj Curry. He's 28 feet out. Wants to get a screen from Durnell. Now Taj will take it all the way to the center circle as Chris Johnson calls out a play. 6.5, and the clock runs here in the first quarter. 2-0 Chargers. Homestead the ball. Here's Ferguson. A pick and pop, Durnell. Extra pass in the corner, Wolfkale. Then Durnell drives to the basket. Got a pass, but it was knocked away. Carroll on the transition. A lead pass to Redding. It's blocked. Homestead coming the other way. And Ferguson got tripped up, dropped to the ground, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a turnover on the Homestead Spartans.
Yeah, interesting. I think actually the Spartans are in a box and one on Redding.
We're trying to see. They played the box and one against Lures, matching up with J.J. Foster. Down on the baseline, Brown. Up top, Jones. He gets left open, shoots a three, didn't get it. And the rebound to Homestead's Parker Mangus. He'll give it off in the backcourt. Jack Ferguson on the dribble, crosses the timeline, throws in the wing to Wolfkale, who dribbles toward the corner. Now crosses over and comes back up on the wing. Up top to Taj Curry. Curry, who played football this fall for the first time as a defensive back for Homestead. In the corner, a three launched by Parker Mangus. No good, and the rebound to Carroll. Still 2-0. We've played 2 minutes and 42 seconds with the clock running here in our opening quarter. And it's Mallers. He'll try a three. That's back iron, no good. Chasing it down offensively, it is Jones who resets the Chargers. They lead it 2-0. Brown, left wing, in the post, getting some attention. Mallers, he steps up to the elbow and then hits the 15-foot turnaround. Kyle Mallers 4, Homestead nothing. 4:50 to play in the first quarter.
Ball State recruit just backed out of a triple team and went up over all of them and hit a nice jump shot.
Durnell, backdoor cut. Ferguson pops it outside. Mangus drives baseline cut off up top to Wolfkale. Wolfkale between the circles. Surveys the defense. Gets a high screen. Takes to the elbow. Then on the pick and pop. Durnell left open top of the key and he hits a three ball. Brandon Durnell, the 6'6 junior. It's Homestead on the board, 4-3. Here's Mallers at the right elbow, crosses it to Fath. Fath steps up to the three-point line, shoots, no good. Long rebound taken by Mallers, top of the key. He's going to try a three, no. Kellum Brown active at the basket, got an offensive putback, no. And the rebound hit the baseline, out of bounds off Carroll.
Carroll.
Wow, did Kellum Brown go up high for that rebound?
Yeah, he was their super six-man last year off their bench, and now he's in the starting lineup and doing exactly what he did last year.
Taj Curry will bring it on the dribble across midcourt to the left sideline, heads toward the corner, then crosses over and comes back up top. Wolfkale will drive down the lane. Mallers rejects it at the basket. Rebound, or the ball taken by Carroll. Here's Fath into the front court. Throws in the corner to Kellen Brown. Up top, Fath, top of the key to Arias Jones. Long pass in the corner to Brown. He'll drive baseline, up and under, and a whistle. As Brown drove the baseline, there was contact, and we're going to have our first foul call of the game. Whistled against Homestead's Brandon Durnell. Carroll will take the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Avery Fath, a 5'10 senior point guard, gets set to throw it in. 5'10 might be generous for Fath.
Maybe.
Ball in the corner. Goes to Anthony Martin, who checked in for the Carroll Chargers. Fath, left side, Jones drives and dishes underneath to Mallers, who lays it in. Well, Mallers has 6. Carroll has 6. Homestead only 3. So far, only 2 players have put the points on the board. Up top, Curry, shot fake, drives from the top of the key, pulls up at the elbow, missed the jumper. In the lane, rebounded Mangus. He's triple teamed. Durnell to Wolfkale, to Ferguson. The 3, no good. And an offensive putback by Taj Curry. 6-5, a 1-point game. Carroll the lead over the Homestead Spartans. Curry with his first bucket. Here's Redding. He shoots a 3 and got it to nestle in. One thing we know about Redding, he can shoot it.
Quick trigger, boy. He caught that, and it was being launched right away. And he
Seth Curry-like. Steph Curry-like.
Ice-cold veins, man. He'll shoot at any time.
9-5 the score. Chargers with the lead over Homestead. 2:20, clock running, late first quarter. Here goes Curry in the lane. He'll pull up and float it with the left hand. No. And grabbing it on the shoulder for the rebound, Kyle Mallers. The outlets to Avery Fath. Fath, a kick out to Redding. He can't get the shot up because he's got Wolfkale basically in his waistband. Pass down low to Mallers, and we've got a whistle. Another foul called on Homestead. Might be number 2 on Brandon Durnell, and it is. And you look at this Homestead roster, they do not have a lot of size. A school that big, you would expect that they'd have some size. Last year, they graduated 2 guys that were about 6'9". This year, they've only got 1 guy, 6'6". And Redding a 3 from the corner. Jacob Redding connects on back-to-back triples.
Yeah, and he was the inbound passer on that, too. Just threw it in and came off a screen and right up with another 3.
12-5, Carroll. Now Homestead with the basketball. Front court, Jack Ferguson to Durnell. He's going to back his way into the lane and go up against Mallers and score with the jump hook. Brandon Durnell at 6'6", the only player listed on Homestead's roster bigger than 6'4". And Sam Buck is the only player at 6'4", a seldom used sophomore. 12-7 the score. Last minute 20 of the first quarter. Jones drives in the lane, flips it off to Mallers. Mallers with an up and under, scooped it with the left hand. No, got his own rebound, double teamed down in the low block, and as he goes up, he got fouled. And I don't think that, well, let's see. It's not Durnell. It's Parker Mangus who's whistled for the foul this time. The 3rd on the team, the 1st on Mangus. And it will put Kyle Mallers, a 6'7" senior, to the line for the Carroll Chargers, already with 6 points here in the opening quarter. And he's short on the free throw.
Didn't put much legs into that.
No.
Not at all.
1:09 remaining in our opening frame. 12-7 Carroll. 6 points so far for Mallers and 6 on a pair of 3 balls from Jacob Redding. That one was perfect. 13-7. Mallers with 7 points. And quickly in the front court, the Homestead Spartans. Curry, shot fake from the 3-point line. Can't drive. Comes back outside. Curry picks up the dribble, needs help. Throws to the corner to Jacob Wolfkale. A driving Mangus makes the catch in traffic and floats it up with the right hand good. Nice bucket by Parker Mangus. 13-9. Now Martin throws a pass that's intercepted, and Carroll had to reach in and foul. Kellen Brown guilty of the foul. Teammate makes a turnover. You've got to save a breakaway, and so you just have to kind of grab someone. It cost Kellen Brown his first foul and the first on the team.
Yeah, then Riley Perlick is checked in now for Carroll Chargers to give Mallers a break with under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Taj Curry on the dribble to the right sideline. Pulls it up, shoots it, and left it short. Rebound underneath Kellen Brown of Carroll. He's on the dribble himself. Throws on the right wing to Martin. Back up top to Brown, who gives it off to Arias Jones. Now the right side to Martin. He'll dribble to the center, throw back to the right to Jones, who will dribble to the center and flip it to his left to Redding. Right back to Jones, just in front of the center circle. He throws near sideline to Brown, who skips it right side to Martin. Center circle Jones, back to Martin, sets him up for a three. Got it. As the horn sounds at the end of the first quarter, Anthony Martin drains a three ball, and the Chargers have a 16-9 lead after one. This is high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy and the SAC Holiday Tournament presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments with 14 conveniently located clinics. Go to indianapt.com to find the clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Our second quarter starts with the Carroll Chargers leading it over Homestead 16-9. Spartans begin with the basketball. Top of the key, Wolfgale goes to the angle where it's Durnell hitting a 15-footer. Brandon Durnell, the 6'6 junior, now with 5 points and a 7-point Chargers lead. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they're messing up the board.
Yeah, he's actually got 7.
Should be 16-11, I think, and I think he's got 7. There's an alley-oop underneath. They got Martin open, and Martin lays it in. Now it shows 18-9, but I think it's 18-11. Front court, Homestead.
You're correct. They've got it right
And now they finally got it right on the board. Here's a drive by Ferguson at the basket. He's fouled going up for the shot. The foul is on Jacob Redding. That will be his first, team second. To the line for the Homestead Spartans, Jack Ferguson, a 6'2 junior, to shoot a pair with his team trailing 18-11, 56 seconds into our second quarter. The right-hander, it's halfway down. It came back out.
I mean, you could see 3/4 of the ball inside the rim. They're going into the net.
Substitutions. Kyle Bowers will check back in for Carroll. He'll come in for Jacob Redding. Also, Avery Fath back onto the floor. Here's the second one, and that's nothing but net. So Ferguson hits on 1 of 2 at the free throw line. It's now 18-12, the first point for Jack Ferguson. Chargers basketball leading by 6. A minute into our second quarter. Anthony Martin throws to the right wing to Avery Fath. He's guarded by Ferguson. Dribbles to the top of the key. Flips it out on the wing, Martin. Baseline pass to Riley Perlick. Perlick will feed it up on the wing to Martin, and then in the center circle, standing and waiting to call out the play, Avery Fath takes the pass, calls out the action, and now dribbles to the left, throws back to the right center circle. Martin, right side to Brown. Kellen Brown throws in the corner. Martin, nice shot fake, dribbles up to the angle. Between the circles is Brown. On the wing, Martin, corner to Mallers. Mallers will dribble into traffic, draw the attention of the defense, then throw up top to Martin, back to Mallers on the right wing. Popping outside, Avery Fath. Chargers have had the ball here on their offensive end for almost 1 minute. Fath from the elbow, a kick out to Kellen Brown. Between the circles, there's Fath. Back on the wing, Brown. The three's on its way. Got it! What a patient offense for the Chargers. Sets up Kellen Brown from the left wing, and it's 21-12. Brown with his first bucket.
Great patience by the Chargers.
Drive, float. Ferguson is off the mark from the baseline. Rebound to Martin of Carroll. Chargers leading at 21-12. 5.5 to play in the second. Here goes Brown. Finger roll. Finish at the rim. Kellen Brown. 5 quick points. It's 23-12.
Yeah, he's a slash and dash type player.
Curry in the front court for Homestead. Near the center circle, it's Parker Mangus. He'll flip it off to his left, give it up to Ferguson. On the wing now, Curry steps inside the arc. High-arching left-handed shot from 17 is no good. And the rebound to Kellen Brown. Brown again on the dribble. Gives a little shake and bake near the top of the key, and then has to give it up between the rings to Fath on the left wing. Martin, his three way off the mark, and the rebound chased down at midcourt. Finally, Riley Perlick has the handle for Carroll. Fath drives, throws it up with the right hand, no, and the rebound goes to Jack Ferguson of Homestead. Outlet midcourt to Curry. He will drive. He'll float it with the finger roll, and the charging call is made against Taj Curry. No basket for Curry, and he picks up his first foul.
Wow, I thought maybe they were going to give him that basket.
4:32 remaining. We're in the second quarter. It's 23-12 Chargers. Carroll got the top seed in this tournament as voted upon by the league coaches. Northside and Snyder, which were picked 2 and 3, also advanced. So all top 4 seeds playing here. And there's a drive blocked at the basket. Here comes Homestead on the run. Curry behind the back, off the glass. No rebound. Kyle Mallers of Carroll. He'll outlet to Jones. Right side on the angle. Fath. High post. It goes to Mallers. Low post. Perlick works down low in the basket, and a travel. He got double teamed in traffic down low, and Perlick got the pivot foot to move. That will be a travel against the Carroll Chargers, giving it back to Homestead with the Chargers leading at 23-12 halfway through the second quarter. Down the middle of the floor, Jacob Wolfkale runs the point, throws on the wing to Chase Nieswanger. Now Carroll comes away with the basketball. Arias Jones on the wing to Mallers. Mallers looks, guarded by Curry. It is man-to-man defense now all over the court for the Homestead Spartans. Jacob Redding up top, wants a screen, gets one from Mallers at the foul line. Redding taking the corner. Jones, extra pass down low, goes to Perlick. He's going to just muscle it against Durnell, trying to get contact. Durnell did a nice job, held his ground, got part of the block, and Homestead comes away with the ball. Timeout called by Chris Johnson with 3:19 remaining in the first half. 23-12, Carroll with the lead over the Homestead Spartans. Spartans just need to get something going offensively. Carroll is such a good defensive team, and the guys that come in off the bench also good defenders.
And they're long. You only get one shot. I don't believe they've got any offensive rebounds thus far, the Homestead Spartans. So you've got to make your shots and opportunities when you have them, and they just haven't made them yet. But give it to Carroll. They play good defense, and they're able to sub nonstop. I mean, they have such a deep bench that it allows them to do a lot of different things, and then Mallers has cleaned up everything on the boards.
Might be the Christmas holiday for some, but I know for college coaches it's an important recruiting period since their teams are away and home with their families. We expect to see quite a few college coaches making their way out here tonight. Of course, last Friday when Northside and Snyder met out at Northside High School, we saw Matt Painter.
Yeah.
And Wojciechowski from Marquette was there.
They got a good game.
Homestead the basketball. They trail 23-12. We play just over 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Pull-up jumper in the lane. Wolfkale, and he hits from 10 feet out. Jacob Wolfkale, his first bucket, 23-14. Carroll slowly into the front court with Avery Fath right through the center circle. Bounce pass in the high post. Back to the basket is Mallers. He'll turn face, and then he hands off to Redding. Redding will find some space to shoot it. No good. And the rebound to Homestead. Wolfkale in the front court. In the corner to Durnell. He will drive down to the low block. Pass across the lane intended for Ferguson, and Ferguson couldn't handle it. It's out of bounds. A turnover on the Homestead Spartans, and the Carroll Chargers get the ball back with 2:30 remaining in our second quarter. A 23-14 Carroll lead.
More subs in for the Homestead Spartans. Looks like they're going to give Durnell a little bit of a break here.
Chargers into the front court. Jones between the circles. And he throws high post. Back to the basket. Brown. He will hand to Martin, who will take it down the foul line all the way to the basket and score it for Martin. Anthony Martin has shown distance. He hit a three-pointer. That time he takes it right down the lane for a layup. 25-14. Now a drive. Baseline. Mangus couldn't finish at the basket, and the rebound to Carroll's. Pelham Brown to Jones. Jones drives, lost the handle, saved it underneath, and it goes to Martin on the perimeter. Carroll keeps possession. Brown to Mallers. Turns, faces, and shoots from 15. No good. Rebound to Taj Curry of Homestead. Curry on the dribble in the front court. A kick out to Niswanger. Niswanger guarded closely by Arias Jones, so he'll give it up on the near sideline to Parker Mangus. Mangus drops it off to Taj Curry. Curry guarded by Kellum Brown. Up top, Mangus. Three's on its way. And no good. High to rebound it is Kyle Mallers of Carroll. Gives to Redding. Front court, Jones. Minute 14 on the clock in the second quarter. A 25-14 game. And Arias Jones puts his hand on his head to call out a play. Pass to the right wing, Brown. Underneath, zips it to Martin. Martin got the layup. That pass had a little mustard on it, getting down there to Martin underneath. He ran a backdoor cut and got open right under the basket. 27-14. Carroll with the lead. Pass down low. A similar play. Homestead fired it underneath to Niswanger, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. The foul is on Jacob Redding. That's number 2 on Jacob Redding. Talk to Mark Redding, Carroll girls varsity basketball coach. Of course, his team was defeated by Southside. Said he was out here tonight, and it was nice just to be able to come out and watch and be a fan.
I'll bet.
First free throw's no good by Niswanger, so he'll get a second. Left-handed shooter puts it up and got it. 27-15, 45 seconds remaining before halftime. Avery Fath on the dribble, calls out the play before he crosses the timeline. As he hits the midcourt stripe, he throws right sideline to Jones. Up top, Brown gives to Mallers, back to Avery Fath. 30 seconds. Chargers might try to burn this all the way down. They did it at the end of the first quarter. They lead at 27-15, 22 seconds. Brown gives to Fath, center circle. Guarded closely by Jacob Wolfkale, so he throws left sideline to Martin. Martin really hounded defensively by Ivory Wilson. Down to 8 seconds. Here's Jones at the foul line. In the lane, through a pass, deflected. Martin has it in the corner. Brown open, 3. Got it! 30-15. Kellum Brown with 8 in the first half, and he caps it off with a three-pointer from the corner. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school basketball being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy and the SAC Holiday Tournament, coming to you courtesy of Parkview Sports Medicine on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments with 14 conveniently located clinics. Go to indianapt.com to find the clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
The World Baseball Academy is hosting a one-day vacation baseball camp for ages 8 through 12 years old on Monday, December 28th. The campers will receive quality baseball instruction, have fun with a wiffle ball competition, listen to a leadership talk, and more. It's a great way for your athlete to stay active, improve their skills, and have a great time. There's no need to just sit around, watch TV, and try to think of something to do during the school break. Sign up now for the World Baseball Academy's one-day vacation baseball camp at the Ash Center. Quality baseball instruction, wiffle ball, and more. Your child will have a great time. The camp is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Monday, December 28th. Lunch is included. With a fee of only $55, you won't want to miss it. Located at the Ash Center, go to worldbaseballacademy.com or call 260-436-1507 for more details. The World Baseball Academy program is sponsored by Automotive Color and Supply and ESPN Radio.
You're listening to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Glad you're joining us for SAC Holiday Tournament basketball, the boys semifinals. And at halftime, the Carroll Chargers have a 30-15 lead over the Homestead Spartans. I am Brett Rupp along with Brian Dellinger. Spending the holiday here with me at Wayne High School and back in ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM studios, DC Hendricks pushing the buttons. Right now, a special presentation here at Center Court during halftime, recognizing the Bishop Dwenger Saints and their state championship in football. And I know Noah Frymuth is out there.
He looks good.
I don't know the guys when they're not wearing their numbers. I'm guessing, though, the one guy's a lineman.
Yeah, it would be. And then the other Blake Pachelny.
And then, of course, got the athletic director. You've got Ernie Botrap, the interim coach. And now they bring out the Snyder Panthers to get recognized. And they were saying that this is the first time since 1992 that two Fort Wayne teams have won state titles in football in the same year. And so they are recognizing now the Snyder Panthers. And you've got a number of the players. You know, it's funny because you got 4 players wearing basketball uniforms ready to play a basketball game later. Demarius Ridley, you've got Jordan Gordon, you've got Money Woods, Bryson Haft. I mean, you got all the guys from the football team ready to go for basketball, but still being recognized for what they did in the fall.
Yeah, no kidding. Lawrence Johnson and his brother Will Johnson out there as well. What a great year for high school football. Not just these guys, but we have 5 teams that went deep into the playoffs from around here. So congratulations to all the area teams on their unbelievable football seasons. Who would have thought Belmont would have went as far as they did?
And we talked about it. It's actually one of the things that I put into this week's Rump Report that you can hear, of course, every Friday at about 4:15 on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM. We talk about this year and what a year it's been in 2015 in high school sports, going all the way back to Homestead pulling off the double, and of course the double in football with 2 local SAC teams making it all the way and earning state championship football titles. Right now at halftime, it's 30-15. Two teams that haven't been in the SAC long. The Carroll Chargers and the Homestead Spartans. And Carroll with the double up on Homestead here at halftime. And to tell you how the numbers add up, here is Ryan Dellinger.
For the Homestead Spartans, their scoring is as such. Jacob Wolfkale has 2 points. Ferguson has 1 point. Taj Curry has 2. Chase Neuenswander has 1. Parker Mangus has 2. And leading the way for the Homestead Spartans, Brandon Durnell with 7 points. For the Carroll Chargers, Jacob Redding has 6. Kyle Mallers has 7. Off the bench, Anthony Martin has 9. He's been a spark plug here for him. And Kellen Brown has 8 points for the Chargers. And Kyle Mallers also has 5 rebounds. He's really been cleaning up the boards out there. And, nice to see these two teams playing tonight. But also congratulations to both of the girls' teams that won earlier this afternoon.
And we know the girls' championship game, it is set because the Homestead Spartans defeated the Snyder Lady Panthers in our first game today. And then in Game 2, Southside defeated Concordia. So Homestead and Southside will be the 2 o'clock matchup in the championship game for the SAC Holiday Tournament in girls basketball. And we'll have all that action for you Saturday afternoon at 2 right here on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM. The winner of this one will take on the winner of Northside Snyder. Oh boy. Saturday night, December 26th, it'll be championship basketball. And we'll have that one for you too. And of course, we remind you to keep up with all of our broadcasts and who is beating who and the latest news with high school sports and more. You could follow me on Twitter at Brett Rump Sports and give me a follow, and I'll keep you up to date on not only our high school sports coverage, but everything happening with IPFW basketball and area local sports news as well. That is at Brett Rump Sports on Twitter. So we are just about set for a second half of basketball, an extended halftime break here because of the ceremony recognizing the Bishop Dwenger Saints and Snyder Panthers, their football programs that won state championships in the fall. Again, our halftime score, the state's third-ranked Carroll Chargers are leading it over the Homestead Spartans, 30-15, and you're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy from the SAC Holiday Tournament, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments with 14 conveniently located clinics. Go to indianapt.com to find a clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Let's go inside the mind of a 10-year-old.
I should have worn those earrings today. I like those earrings. Gabby has those awesome earrings. I need to ask her where she got those, but that's just what she would want me to do. I'll have Michaela ask her for me.
Buckle up, Sarah.
Yeah, but then Michaela will be like, why don't you just ask her yourself? That's just like Michaela.
Sarah, buckle up.
Michaela's such a great name. I wish I was called Michaela. There's like a dozen Sarahs in my class.
Hey, we're not hitting the road until you buckle up, honey.
Oh yeah, seatbelt. I forget sometimes because my brain is like busy, you know? I wonder if there's pizza at school today.
Sometimes it can be tough to get through to your kids, but it's not impossible. Always make sure they're wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Remember, you have the keys, you have the power. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Two teams new to the Summit Athletic Conference trying to play for an SAC Holiday Tournament Championship Saturday night. Carroll and Homestead. We're at halftime, and the Chargers lead it 30-15 over the Homestead Spartans. Carroll comes in 6-0. Very highly regarded. The coaches vote them number 3 in the state, according to the latest polls, while the AP, which is mostly the media, not quite as smart. They're number 5 in the 4A poll.
They're a little behind, aren't they?
They're always a little behind. We have to learn what we learned from the coaches and then figure it out. Into the corner, the pass goes to Carroll's Arias Jones as the Chargers start with the basketball here in the third quarter. Mallers in the lane. Nice spin move down the right block. He lays it off the glass. That's a big-time post move by the 6'7" senior Kyle Mallers.
Yeah, and he's got Taj Curry starting in the second half on him.
He's got 9. It's 32-15, and Curry up between the circles. Hands it off to Wolfkale, who throws it right side to Jack Ferguson. Ferguson at the foul line. It goes to Durnell up top to Ferguson, who drives in, pops it out. Curry open, and he missed a 3. Rebound Carroll. Fath, lead pass, Mallers. Nice dish to Brown, but Brown couldn't handle the pass. Good idea. Mallers' pass might have been just a little too far in front of Kellum Brown, but a turnover gives it back to Homestead with a 32-15 game.
Yeah, between the two teams, they've only combined for 6 total turnovers.
Jump hook down low for Taj Curry's no good. Rebound goes to Carroll. Chargers with a 32-15 lead, a minute 10 into our third quarter. Avery Fath on the dribble to the right sideline. Picks up the dribble, now needs help. Popping all the way out near midcourt, Arias Jones. Jones faces up against his defender, Parker Mangus, and then throws it left side to Brown. Down low, Mallers. Double team, lost the handle, got it back, goes up top to Kellum Brown, to Mallers. Mallers 3, good. Somehow he created some space between himself and Taj Curry, and Curry looking around. I think he was expecting a switch somewhere, but Mallers drains a 3. He's now got 12, and the lead is 20. Curry, top of the key, looking for a cutter, throws it on the wing. Mangus, good look at a 3, and Mangus buries it. Came off a screen, and Parker Mangus, 6'2" junior, now has 5 points.
And Homestead direly needed that shot three-pointer to go down.
35-18, 5:47. The clock's running in our third quarter. Avery Fath from the right sideline between the circles to Mallers. He will dribble along the arc to the left to the baseline, take it toward the basket, get cut off, back outside to Brown. Skips it left wing to right wing to Avery Fath. Fath dribbles toward the baseline, and he turned the ball over. Palming the basketball called on the Carroll point guard, Avery Fath. Not sure if he was going to try to hand it off to Redding, and then Redding cut the other way. But here's Homestead with the ball and a grab in the lane. It's a foul called on the Carroll Chargers. And the foul on Arias Jones will be his first. Ball taken out of bounds under the basket for the Homestead Spartans, trailing 35-18. 5:25 remaining third quarter. Curry just outside the top of the key, drifts on the dribble to the left and then throws left wing to Durnell. Coming off the baseline, Mangus back up top to Wolfkale. Drives just outside the right elbow, missed the jumper. Durnell, offensive rebound, put back, no, and this rebound to Carroll's Kyle Mallers. Outlet to Arias Jones, front court corner, it goes to Brown. At the foul line, it's Redding. He'll drive and then try to kick in the corner to Brown, but it's deflected out of bounds. It stays Carroll basketball. Homestead the last to touch it. 4:57 remaining. We're in the third quarter with Carroll leading 35-18. A drive, Mallers, a spin from the left block. Too strong off the glass. Rebound Homestead. Jack Ferguson takes it to the top of the key, then steps back toward the center circle. Pass to the right side, Wolfkale. Top of the key, Curry. Crossover, floats in the lane, and got it. Nice soft ball landing in between the iron through the twine for Taj Curry. He's got 4. There's a long bomb by Mallers from the left wing, no good. 35-20, rebound Homestead. And we've got a foul in the backcourt. Arias Bridges reached in and picks up another foul. Two of them rather quickly on Arias Jones. Homestead with possession. 4:22 remaining third quarter. 35-20. Spartans need a run. Here goes Curry to the basket. Had a rejection. Rejected by Jones from behind. Redding came over for help, and Jones, who had gotten beat on the drive to the basket, was able to stay close enough to really reject it with some authority from behind Curry at the basket.
Yeah, I thought for sure he was going to have an easy basket right there.
Homestead inbounds. Curry on the wing. Durnell tries to get position down low. Wolfcale has it, guarded by Mallers. Wolfcale drives, kicks out. Three ball on the way by Mangus. No good, but a rebound to Curry. Taj Curry up top, left alone. Wolfcale, three, good. And a timeout by Chris Johnson. 3:53 remaining third quarter. 35-23. It's an 8-point run for the Spartans after the Chargers had built a 35-15 lead. We'll take a break. You are listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy and the SAC Holiday Tournament presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Homestead Spartans battling, trying to stay close to their rival, the Carroll Chargers. Carroll built a 20-point lead, but Homestead has reeled off 8 straight, and they've got to cut to 12, 35-23 with 3:53 remaining third quarter.
And they're putting the ball down and starting the count.
Yeah, Carroll didn't get out of the huddle fast enough, so the official just sat the ball out of bounds, and Carroll had to run to it to get it inbounded. Chargers with the basketball. Jones on the wing, Redding. Quick pass down low to Martin. And picking it from behind was Curry, but it went to Carroll. Jacob Redding between the rings, drifts on the dribble to the left and throws it back right to Fath, who will reset the offense as the clock goes under 3.5 minutes here in the third quarter. Kyle Mallers from the top of the key. To the left, uses free arm to elbow into Durnell. On the wing, Jones to the elbow, outside Fath. He'll drive under the basket. Nice bounce pass to Mallers, and Mallers lays it in. Well, Mallers definitely put up the free arm to try to create space with Durnell, but he never was able to do anything with it, and that's probably why there wasn't a call. Here's Curry forcing one in the lane, and he drew a whistle. He'll go to the free throw line. The foul is on Carroll's Arias Jones. He's picked up 3 here in the second half. Carroll has 3 as a team. Jones has all 3 here after having 0 fouls in the first half.
Curry's limping a little bit after that play.
He drove into the lane. That was a big collision as he drove into traffic and forced the ball up. But Curry at the free throw line to shoot a pair. The left-hander hits on the first. 37-24.
Curry should be used to a little bit of contact now that he's playing in the SAC in football.
Well, he certainly didn't. Yeah. He certainly didn't beef up because of football. No. He's still fairly thin with a 6-foot 3-inch frame. Hits the second free throw. 37-25. That's 6 in the game for Taj Curry. Front court for Avery Fath. Popping out from the high post is Mallers. He'll take it top of the key. Look at Cutters in the lane and then hand instead to Avery Fath. Coming around the arc. Fath centers the floor. Then drives left side of the lane and finishes with the left-handed layup. Avery Fath took it to the basket. 5'10" point guard makes it 39-25, and Fath has 6 points. There's Wolfcale, a 3. It's an air ball, but taken on the catch underneath by Mangus, and he reverses it to put it in. 7 for Mangus, 39-27. Chargers the lead and the basketball. Riley Perlick just to the right of the circle. Gives to Redding. Outside Martin. Got a good look at a three, and Martin drains it. Anthony Martin with another three ball. He's got 12. He had 9 at halftime. 42-27. Underneath, Durnell. Nice up and under move from the left block. And Brandon Durnell has 9 points. 42-29. Chargers lead and have the basketball. Redding got open. Three's on its way. No good. Underneath, battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds in the corner, and it was last touched by Carroll. Homestead basketball.
Good hustle by both teams. Kellen Brown checking back in. Maller's going to get a well-deserved break. That's both times under right around the 130 mark. They've taken him out of a quarter. So Homestead, though, is running their offense fairly effectively and making some shots here in the second half.
42-29. It's a 13-point lead for the Chargers. And here goes Curry on the drive. Floats it off the glass. No good. Rebound, Kellen Brown. Chargers have it. Fath in the front court. Takes it to the elbow. Flips outside to Brown. Looks at it from the right angle. Throws way up top to Fath. Drives up to the foul line. Pulls up. Thought about shooting it. Didn't do it. Now he gets a return pass quickly from Brown. Fath finds a cutter, Redding, and he put it up with the left hand finger roll. No good. Rebound Homestead. Approaching a minute left. The three from the corner is no good by Ferguson. Long rebound out of bounds, and it was last touched by Homestead. 42-29. 56.8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Carroll Chargers, the top seed, looking to advance to Saturday night's SAC Holiday Tournament Championship game. Homestead trying to join the girls team. Play a doubleheader on Saturday.
Yeah, the girls team's wondering why they're not scoring more points.
Yeah. I don't even think they've scored what the girls had at first quarter.
No.
Riley Perlick, last 30 seconds of the third. Carroll with the basketball, leading 42-29. Outside now is Anthony Martin. Dribbles parallel to the center stripe, all the way left to right, gives to Fath. Fath cuts in, steps back out, clock's down to 15. Carroll's going to play this down. They've already ended 2 quarters with 3-pointers. Backdoor cut, trying to get it to Redding, and it's off Redding's foot. The pass deflected, went off of Jacob Redding and out of bounds. A turnover on the Chargers. We'll give it to Homestead. They've got 7 seconds. They flip the inbound pass in the backcourt to Curry. Cross the timeline with a 3. Curry lost the handle. The ball free on the ground, and Homestead will not get a shot. After 3, it's the Carroll Chargers 42 and the Homestead Spartans 29. This is high school basketball being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy and the SAC Holiday Tournament presented by the Parkview Sports Medicine on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
The World Baseball Academy is hosting a one-day vacation baseball camp for ages 8 through 12 years old on Monday, December 28th. The campers will receive quality baseball instruction, have fun with a wiffle ball competition, listen to a leadership talk, and more. It's a great way for your athlete to stay active, improve their skills, and have a great time. There's no need to just sit around, watch TV, and try to think of something to do during the school break. Sign up now for the World Baseball Academy's one-day vacation baseball camp at the Ash Center. Quality baseball instruction, wiffle ball, and more. Your child will have a great time. The camp is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Monday, December 28th. Lunch is included. With a fee of only $55, you won't want to miss it. Located at the Ash Center, go to worldbaseballacademy.com or call 260-436-1507 for more details. The World Baseball Academy program sponsored by Automotive Color and Supply and ESPN Radio.
2, 3 strikes, you're out at the You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
With Carroll leading at 42-29, it's Homestead. It starts with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. Brandon Durnell has it on the right wing, flips it out to Wolfkale. A pull-up jumper on the drive from the right angle. No good by Wolfkale. And the rebound out of bounds off of Homestead. It belongs to the Carroll Chargers. Chargers are 6-0 coming in to tonight's action. Homestead 4-2. Carroll got a victory over Southside to start their tournament play, while Homestead had a victory over Lures. There's Mallers going to the ground to get the ball. Brown will drive from the corner, finish at the basket, and he got fouled. Kellen Brown with the bucket. It'll be an and one opportunity. And the foul is going to be called on Jack Ferguson. Taj Curry complaining about it, but it's the foul actually on Jack Ferguson. It's his first, team's first here in the second half. And Kellen Brown, who now has double figures, 10 points, goes to the line, and he finishes a three-point play, putting the Chargers up 45-29.
I think Taj was saying, if you're going to call that down there, call it on the other end as well. And the official said, be quiet, young man.
Yeah, I think they told him, I've got the power here. You better be quiet. Down low, Durnell. Nice little turnaround jump hook in the lane for Brandon Durnell. He's got 11 to lead the Spartans, 45-31. Carroll the lead in the ball. Jones, nice drive down the lane, parting of the sea. He found a gap and he exploited it right to the basket. Arius Jones got his first bucket. Here's a three launch from the left wing, and it's no good by Parker Mangus. Rebound goes to Jones. He's quickly into the front court again. Kick out in the corner. Martin steps inside the arc and hits a 17-footer.
He's looked good, very good tonight.
How good has Anthony Martin been? A 6'3 junior with 14 points. 49-31, an 18-point lead for the Chargers, under 6.5 left, and there's Durnell, a nice drive, got by Perlick, and at the basket, he couldn't finish, but he got contact, and he'll go to the free throw line. Been pretty impressed with Durnell, too. 6'6 junior, he's hit from beyond the three-point stripe. He's also been effective down around the basket as a post player. Here he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Trying to add to his 11 points, and he missed the first of his two free throws.
I cannot believe how big the crowd's starting to grow to.
It'll be full in here by the time we have Northside Snyder later tonight.
Wow.
And that free throw is good. 49-32. That cuts the Chargers' lead to 17, and now full court pressure. At midcourt, Mallers. Mallers double team far sideline and fires under the basket where Perlick was left all alone. Homestead overplayed all of the passing lanes. Perlick just stood by himself at the basket. Mallers went over the top and found him. 51-32. Homestead with the basketball, trailing by 19. Top of the key, Curry. Three's on its way. That isn't close. That's not Taj's best part of his game, is the long-range shot, and that one was good 2 to 3 feet behind the line. 5:40, clock running. We're in the fourth quarter. Carroll with a 19-point lead, going to work in the front court. And there's Mallers, and he just got clobbered. Curry took a chance, tried to knock it out of Mallers' hands, and all he got was Kyle Mallers' arm.
Yeah, it kind of looks like maybe Taj Curry's a little frustrated right now.
I think he is, playing just a bit frustrated. You know, last year, so much success, but he had so much talent around him. This is a team still growing for Coach Chris Johnson. 5.5 to play. Carroll will inbound the ball. Second foul on Curry. Second on the team here in the half. Kellen Brown lobs it down under the basket. It got over the top to Kyle Mallers, who lays it in.
With a left hand even.
They don't believe that Curry can play up in the high altitude with Mallers. There's a drive by Mangus, and at the basket, he's blocked. And Arius Jones has picked up his fourth second-half foul. As he decided at halftime he wanted to play more physical.
Very physical.
No fouls in the first half, 4 here in the second half, and now he's in foul trouble with 5:09 left. Ivory Wilson checks in for the Homestead Spartans. Wilson, a 5'8 junior guard. In the corner, Durnell, guarded by Mallers. Cutting across the lane, Curry got the pass. Outside, it goes to Neiswanger. On the wing to Wolfkale. Wolfkale up top to Curry. Curry turns, faces against Kellen Brown. He'll drive into traffic. There's a block, and here comes the Chargers the other way. Brown on a 3-on-2 to Redding. He goes up, under, got contact, and will go to the line. Jacob Redding will step to the free throw line to shoot a pair, a 6'1 junior. The foul was against Ivory Wilson, and to the line, Jacob Redding steps up with 6 points, and now he's got 7.
One of the better free throw shooters in the area by far.
Oh, you're the one to say it this time.
I said better. I didn't say
no.
That he's only. This is only his second
jinx
shot.
Him every time we do that.
Not this guy.
Okay, Redding.
Icing is no. You
missed it. He missed it.
He did it again.
He missed it. I told you can't speak. Here's Curry down the lane, floats it, got contact, and
that might be it for.
He's fouled, and the foul is called. Nope, they call it on Jordan Bridges. Bridges, who just came into the game off the Carroll bench, picks up his first foul at the free throw line. Taj Curry will shoot a pair, and he's good. Anything you'd like to say?
It's a wonderful night out in Fort Wayne.
Curry's a great shooter.
Great thing of nachos with I don't know what all's on that, but
and he's good on the second free throw. 8 points for Taj Curry, 54-34, 20-point lead for Carroll. Chargers in the front court. Arius Jones runs the point. Man-to-man defense by Homestead as Jones gets picked up by Chase Neiswanger. Here's Redding. Double team. Throws to Jones. Cross courts to Martin. Toward the corner. Mallers. And a three. No good. Weak side rebound goes to Homestead's Brandon Durnell. Curry, front court, gets to the three-point line, hesitates, drives, spins, and floats it in with the left hand. That's the Taj Curry you expect, attacking and spinning in the lane. 10 points, double figures for Curry. We go under 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. It's 54-36. Redding gets a bump by Durnell on the perimeter and a quick whistle. It's foul number 3 on Brandon Durnell. Only 4 on the team, so Carroll will take the ball out of bounds. Jacob Wolfkale comes over to get a rest on the Homestead bench. Replaced by Ivory Wilson. Wilson will pick up Arius Jones. Martin on the wing. Dribbles up high. Top of the key goes to Bridges. Bounce pass intended for Mallers down low. Mallers got open. But you know what they say about bounce passes to big men when they go to their knees? You got to get them up higher than the knees. That bounce pass was around Maller's knees, and he couldn't reach down and get it. Turnover gives to Homestead. Down low in the post. Durnell outside. It goes around the horn where Curry sets up top of the key. Shoots it. Missed it. Rebound to Carroll's Arius Jones. Outleaped everybody to pull down that one. 54-36. Here's Jones on Ivory Wilson. Tried to jump in and draw a charge on Jones, but he was too late. And the collision results in a foul on Ivory Wilson. It's his second.
That sounds like
team's
a good name
fifth.
too, though. Ivory Jones. That's a good name.
Well, you've got Arius Jones and Ivory Wilson. And I kind of
mix them together.
Yeah, I mixed them. I did my own mashup.
That's all right. You've done a lot of basketball in the last.
Yeah, my head's just going to explode later.
You haven't traveled hardly at all, though.
Yeah, 3:12. The clock runs fourth quarter. 54-36, an 18-point lead for the Carroll Chargers. They've got the basketball. Bridges on the perimeter, dribbles to the foul line, and then outside to Arius Jones. Martin in the corner to Redding. He'll drive into the lane, pass across the lane to Mallers. He gets cut off by Durnell, but just goes up over him and shoots it in from 5 feet.
Yeah, Mallers has such good balance once he gets the ball. He can take a hit, stay on his feet, and just go right up over somebody.
Solid inside-outside game.
Yeah, they're going to love him at Ball State.
18 points for Mallers. 56-36. And Ivory Wilson will launch, and he shoots it way over an air ball, but Homestead has the rebound. Neiswanger gives it to the guard, and that's going to be contact on the perimeter, and Arius Jones just fouled out. So Jones picks up 5 fouls all here in the second half. And he'll be done. Going to the free throw line.
Yeah, I'm not sure I have this number.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. There's nobody on my roster that has a number 34.
I mean, there's a 24, and I haven't seen him on the court.
Got a 24, a 34, or I mean a 32. If I'm looking at all the players on this roster, I'm not sure who it is. But he missed at the free throw line, so we don't have to give him credit for any points. He missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Homestead's number 34.
We didn't even say he was a good shooter, or he hadn't missed all night.
Yeah, we didn't have to jinx him. Carroll has the rebound. 2 minutes left. 20-point Charger lead. Martin drops it baseline to Bridges from the low post. Bridges steps into the lane and puts it in with the left hand. Jordan Bridges, a 6'2 junior, makes it a 22-point game. Jumper baseline. That's good for Sam Buck, a 6'4 sophomore. Hits the three ball, I guess. They gave him 3 for that, and it is, nope, they just changed it back 2. I thought it was a 2 ball, but
yep,
they did make it a 2. 58-38. Minute 45, clock winding down. The Chargers are going to play for an SAC Holiday Tournament Championship. There's Hofer down at the basket, and yeah, he is a big guy. 6'9 sophomore. Got to be somewhere around 255, 260 pounds. He's a big guy, and he took a pass down low near the basket, and all Homestead could do was foul him. Fouls on Eric Martin for Homestead. To the line, Jared Hofer hits the free throw. 59-38, and Hofer's first point. 1 minute, 38 seconds until we get to our final game of the night. This free throw's no good, and the rebound to Sam Buck of Homestead. Wilson, front court, top of the key. Hands it off to Martin. He'll drive, miss at the rim, and the rebound goes to Carroll. I don't have a number 5 on my roster either, so a lot of guys that maybe just got a chance to put on uniforms for this holiday tournament actually ending up on the floor. Martin to the right wing. Bridges, his entry to the post, a bad one, and stealing it is Homestead. Sam Buck, front court. Buck goes up with the finger roll. Jared Hofer says not tonight. Wow. He rejected it, but we've got a foul, and it's called on Hofer. 59-38 the score. 1:02 remaining. To the line, Homestead. Sam Buck to shoot a pair.
And Hofer's got a good smile on his face right now, saying, I think I really got that clean. Come on, ref.
First free throw for Buck. Nothing but net. 59-39. Buck now with 3 points.
When you think about it, that's one of the few blocks we've seen in this game. And the next game, it'll be SWAT City all over the court.
Buck gets both at the foul line. 59-40, 1:02 left. Full court pressure for Homestead, and a timeout's going to have to be called. Anthony Martin has to burn a timeout. The press seemed to surprise the Carroll Chargers, so they will meet, regroup, and plan, and let's see if it is a 30. It's a 30, so we'll keep it right here. DC Hendricks handling everything for us today back in the ESPN 1380 100.9 FM studios.
The Capitol.
The Capitol. Yeah, I haven't called him the Capitol for a while.
I know.
Like I said, though, it's... You know, once I go to sleep, I wake up the next day and don't remember where I was.
Yeah. The well-traveled basketball announcer this year. How many states have you been in? Have you counted them?
No, not really. But we went to Miami of Ohio.
Okay, so we got Ohio.
Then flew down to Atlanta. Took a flight over to Greensboro, North Carolina. We did change planes. So I was in Georgia momentarily. Ended up in Greensboro. From Greensboro, we flew up to Detroit to get back to Fort Wayne. Then bus to Illinois. Took a flight from Chicago to California. California to Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City back to Chicago. Bus to Fort Wayne. And then a couple of days later, headed down to Bloomington to take on IU. So, yeah, it was a whirlwind.
So I'm going to go with 9 states.
9?
Yeah. The over-under is what this
I got
year?
a couple of Dakotas still on the way. There's Fath on the dribble, flips it outside, and Carroll burning down the last 30 seconds. Spreading the floor, almost a four corners type offense. In the corner, a 3 launched, and he hits it. We don't know who he is. He's not on the roster, so it's a 3 ball for number 5 for Carroll. There's a 3 to answer it, and Sam Buck hits from long range. 62-43, last 8 seconds. Front court, Carroll. Bridges has it. He'll let it wind down. 2-1, and there's the horn. Well, the Chargers average 63.8 offensively. They score 62 in this one, give up 41.3, and they allow 43 in this one. Final score, Carroll 62, Homestead 43, and the Chargers remain unbeaten, a perfect 7-0, and will advance to take on the winner of Northside Snyder in Saturday night's Boys SAC Holiday Tournament Championship game. Well, we will take another break. We'll send it back to programming for 15 minutes, and when we come back, we've got the second boys semifinal between the Northside Redskins and the Snyder Panthers. If it's anything like what we saw Friday night, it should be a good one once again to wrap up our 4 days or 4 games of coverage here at Wayne today. So for Ryan Dellinger and DC Hendricks, our studio engineer, I am Brett Rump. Our final score, 62-43. The Carroll Chargers victorious over the Homestead Spartans. You've been listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy and the SAC Holiday Tournament presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts...